Oh yeah, recording. Ah, whatever. Anyway, welcome back. And shit. Yeah, I'm speaking today because my butt is no longer being a butt. Yeah, I was having like problems the last few days with bitches. Yes. I just have to wait about 3 weeks for the game to load. Right. Wait, are both... No, I guess Date's already left. Is Makoto? Not Makoto. Sawa, whatever the hell her name is, she gonna be following me around again? Yeah, she is. I guess I'll go do story mode. No, there are side quests. There are sub-stories. Okie dokes, I'll go do the sub-stories then. Instead. Just in case she's... No, she can't be required for them, surely. Right? She wasn't required for any of the others. So is it just me, or is it really loud? It seems really loud to me. Yeah, I thought so. Thought that was a bit on the loud side. I wonder why it was turned up so high. Sure, go for it. Drinking bitches. Head inside my butt. The fuck? It's gone to half loading the scene and half not. Okay, you do that. Business. Yes. Prove my dick. We do, mug. We've all done dumb things in the past. It's kind of what part of life, you know. Yeah, the girlfriend that he actually wanted to show off being... What, was it him? That she was a stripper? Why is there a host there for Kiryu anyway? That's not his bag. Yeah, seriously, why is he there? You don't have a special someone. She got shot in the face and then exploded. Hello. What do they look like? What do they look like? They look like Formula 1 racing enthusiasts on crack. Ow. My balls. Ow, my balls. Protection money? What's going on? We're doing more. Being a bitch. $5 million doesn't seem to be that much, in all things considered. How does that work? Yeah, they just wanna... They just want somebody to punch in the face, I think. Yeah, very intimidating. Are they bitches? I think they're bitches. They were bitches. It's a former gang from the sounds of it. But we're friends. We help each other out and stuff. We help the bitches by being bitches. That's right. They're like all bitches and shit. Everywhere you look, they're like a billion bitches. Well then. Good job, YouTube. Good job.
Cool.
Oh, it's the stripper women's. Yeah, well, I've been kind of busy. Ain't no thing. Water under the bitches. But YouTube, stop being a bitch. They said I got a message, but I don't see it. Alright, whatever. I'm inside you, baby. Boing. Occupy my butt. Yeah, who are these Black Thunder people anyway? They're some kind of gang for sure. The light from behind her phasing through her head. It is, isn't it? It's some bitches. How old's Yuya then? I thought he was only like in his 20s. Ah, there we go, it finally showed up. Yeah, it's just a gang of Mad Dog McCree peoples. Oh, wait. Yeah. Was Mad Dog, isn't it? Speaking of Mad Dog, I need to spend more time with Beijima. Earth Angel? Earth Angel's featured really prominently in this game. It barely did anything in Zero and Kiwami. Not complaining, Earth Angel's a pretty cool place. But he's in my butt. Right, fuck that shit. I'm going to Sottenbury. I'm going to see if there are any new quests in Sottenbury. I like Sottenbury, it's a nice place. Move, bitches. Stop being such bitches. That's how many times I need to tell you you're bitches. Is that... Very well, let's be on my boat. Do I need to get din-dins? How's your tummy, Kiryu? Is it tum-tums or is it tum-tums? Yes. Is it full of dick or is it full of butt? Oh, it's full. Hang on. Pee time. Yeah, it's time to go pee-pee all over the wee-wee. Yes, I only need to do that one more as well. Oh, come here, shag snack. Shag every snack in the universe. Bongus. I wonder which heat actions it got. Ah, it is definitely there. I was wondering if it might be one of the ones with the peoples. Which I finally started buying. Actually, do I have? No, I don't, do I? Don't have anything I can buy yet, but maybe. Maybe I'll finally be able to do some acupuncture and learn a new skill. Maybe. Who knows? There are people who program this game, they know. Also, I should probably check the map to see if there is anything even remotely like a beach. Yeah? Oh god damn it, I'm in the wrong place. Time for toilets! Yes. What's Derasine? Doesn't ring any bells. Yeah, GameStop's a really big thing in the States, isn't it? It's quite small over here. Only really seems to be in Ireland that it has any real success. But, you know, whatever. We have plenty of other options. So it's not all bad. Yeah, he's fucking raped me, hasn't he? Yep, murdered me. That didn't work out the way I hoped. I'll get him eventually. Wow, I did really poorly that time. I did better the first time I went up against him. Fangirts. Come on. Thank you. Yush. I should probably play that other game. What was it? Virtual On? Yeah, while I'm here, let's have a quick go on Virtual On. Sure, do it. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that they were making a game, I just didn't know anything about it. So... I don't know what Echo Knight is either, so yeah. Oh. How do I insert coins? There we are. Temjin. Cool. What is this? This was pretty cool. Big robot shits. Is it a flying BT shooty game or is it a beat 'em up? It's a beat 'em up. Is it? Oh, okay. I can... What the hell is this? Other than pretty amazing. What is this? I have no idea. And every button I press seems to make me run. Or fly in some way. Yep, that's another one. There's an attack. There's another run button. Right, bombs and things. And bitches. Alright, let's shoot this bitch. Here, have a grenade. Come here, bitch. Do I have to actually kill him within this time limit or something? I guess he's dead. Cool. Yeah, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this at all, so I don't know shit. Why is it an arcade machine? Then if it's a Saturn. Oh, you said it was also on the Saturn. So? You know what, fuck it. Can I fly off the edge? No, I can't. This is weird and shit. This is very weird and shit. Yeah, whatever. I'm done now. I just wanted to... Okay. Punch me and shit. If I get right up close to him, can I punch him and shit? Or is it only... He says I have a sword. Yeah, there we are. Sword. Well, if you use the triangle button, it's it goes straight to him. So it locks straight onto him, which is nice. The fuck even is this shit? Seriously? Oh, it's rounds. I see. I thought it was a different enemy. Wow, the turning arc. It doesn't fucking have one. You don't actually turn, you just sort of glide like a bitch. Well, whatever. Seriously. It's like, there's no turning at all. Oh, I see what it is. You can't, like, move and turn at the same time. That's pretty much all she wrote. Player. Oh, I see where the enemy's health bar is. I thought the enemies was the top bar at first, but no. It kind of is, yeah. It's not good at all. So, I don't think I'll be playing this anymore. Can I just quit? No. Yeah, I can quit. Okay. Press wrong button. Pressing buttons. Alright. Yes, I'll quit the minigame. But there's a completion point for playing as all the characters, so what I think I'll do is I'll just jump in long enough to start the game and then immediately quit. Hopefully that'll count. Let's find out. Yeah, come on. Time to show that robot who's boss. That's nice. But it... Oh, there's a pink one! There are two pink ones! Pinkle. Dorcas? This robot's name is Dorcas. Dorcas. Yep, he is Dorcas. Oh. This guy's not too bad actually. What's that do? Okay. Yeah, that guy's pretty cool. Anyway, not interested in. Yeah, more like Dorcas Mostus. Although it's spelled with an A, Dorcas, but yeah. Bitches and shit. Right, where was it? It'd be in minigames, right? No. Yeah, it did count. Good. All virtuoids in digital line. I might as well. May as well blur. Like a blur. May as well do them all whilst I'm here. Women's Fembot. She's like, yay! I have jets in my vagina. That's totally what she was saying. Holy shit, she has rapid fire. She has a weird disc thing, and how does the one from the X work? I like this women's. She's a women's. Wait, she has a block or something? Does it only work if you get up close? Is that it? I don't know. Whatever. She was easier to control, definitely. Turning is terrible, but if you press triangle, yeah, that bit where it flies you straight up, it automatically faces the enemies, so it helps somewhat. Kind of defeats the object of having a turn, man, if you can just do that. Number 4. Big and green. So, meow. Why do they take off like that anyway? Seriously. What does he have? Napalm, missiles, and grenades. Wow, he got fucked. Ow. Yeah, seriously, I don't know how the... Whatever. I don't know how the other button bitch is supposed to work. I really should play some of the EDF games. I keep meaning to. I have one of them on the 360. 2040 something, I think it was. Right, what's the next pink one like? It has a thing between its legs. I think it's propositioning me. Yup. What weapons does this one have? There's a machine gun, homing missile. Whoa, shit. And a Vulcan cannon? Okay. Oh, you press both the attack buttons together and that's what does the third one. Okay. No, yeah. Huh. Okay, fair enough. So what does the X button do then? Is that block? Maybe it is block. I know that there are like 4 different buttons that make you flying off at super speeds in random directions. Because. Yeah, why not? Just go with it. Alright. Big purple bitch with... It has a car for its legs. A flying car for its legs. Or something like that. And it fires bubbles. Yep, it fires bubbles. It fires bubbles as its weapon. Okay, if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. If you want to be a bubble fire, then fire bubbles. Fire all the bubbles in the universe. That was weird. Even for this game, that was freaking weird. Alright, 2 left, right? Come on, game. Oh god, so you have to scroll to the right as well. We can't press left and go to the end. That's though? Yeah? Okay. Go for it. Why does it have such a huge, why does it have such a huge aiming reticule anyway? Compared to others. One more. Sorry me. Yawning, senpai. Come on, game. There we go. That's one. Raiden. So this is going to have some kind of lightning stuff going on then, huh? Looks like he's squatting down to do a poop. Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. He looked like he was going off down the rock club. Shoulder lasers. That's pretty cool. Laser. Wow, that wrecked his sniff. That's totally wrecked his sniff. Here you go, have some laser. Oh, it fires differently in the air than it does on the ground. Cool. Anyway, that's that done. Really cannot be asked doing any more than that. I don't think there are any requirements for reaching specific levels and on the games. So just play as them for the completion point, and we're done. Right, are there any sub-stories here? There are not. Nope, there are not. Okie dokes. Back to Camarocho then. Get out of the way, you fish wives. Fish cudgels. Come on. Come on. This could be the same thing. He had lightning powers in Metal Gear Solid 4. By which we mean he was robotic and electrocuted people when he was in water. That kind of counts, I suppose. Raiden gets a really bad rep for being a whiny character, and he's actually not really. To be honest, Snake whines more than he does. Snake just has that really deep, manly voice, whereas Raiden was just Quentin Flynn. So, you know, the odds were kind of stacked against him, just ever so tinily. Yeah, let's be on our way. Wait, the granny still hasn't emailed me to let me know things are going on. Huh. Get in touch, Grandma. Tell me what's going on, bitch. Right, there was, I think, yeah, let's go start this quest. No bitches. Let's go start this sub-story and then figure out where we're going to go from there. Actually, first things first, let me check. See if there's anything new for sailing here. does look like there are a few bits, but nothing I really want. But there is new stuff in there, which means there might finally be new stuff in Kamimaya's shop. Snake Eater's probably my favourite. Either Snake Eater or Portable Ops. I actually really like Portable Ops. That was a really easy, fun game to play. And the acid games are pretty cool as well. They're just not really Metal Gear Solid, which is probably why I like them. Because a bit more grounded.
Yeah.
Okay. I can kind of see the point now. Yeah, seriously, dude. If your women's doesn't want you, then she doesn't want you. Power right in the pooper. Poop right in the power. Also, we have to remember, digressing a little bit, Metal Gear Solid 2 has one of the best lines and one of the best line deliveries of all time. And I don't say that lightly because I really fucking hate the expression, because time hasn't fucking ended yet. There's still a hell of a lot of it left. But, Colonel, we've managed to avoid drowning!
Oi.
Yeah, I do think I can tell you what to do. I also think I can punch you in the face. There you go, you got it. You got it. Yep. Could you imagine a Metal Gear gay porno? With, where, Snake has to talk to the Colonel whilst he's doing his business. Colonel, I got my dick stuck in a pooper. What do I do? That would be the greatest thing ever made if it ever actually was made. Also, Jenny Hale does 2 voices in that franchise, which is cool. Jennifer Hale is amazing. What the fuck is with your tablecloth for a suit, dude? Seriously, you look like that guy who did that song where he had the golf sticks. Hey, yeah, that guy. Do 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 do. Pretty good song, actually. Why, thank you. I like to think it's pretty good too. He actually has a fairly easy voice to emulate. It's getting the accent right is the harder part. It's not as deep and gruff as some people seem to think it is. It's almost nasally. That guy looks so smarmy, I just want to beat him to death with my testicles. Well, you know, this dick ain't gonna suck itself. What is my obsession with turning Kiryu into a raging homo? Oh, that's right. Beijima. I don't really get into the whole shipping thing, but I ship that hardcore. I really should get the 3DS version of it. I know you can take pictures of like anything to use as camo. So yes, the first thing I'd do is take a picture of my cock and balls. And just wear that for everything. I do know that taking pictures of things like cats, you know, cat fur, it works surprisingly well because of the stripes. I've seen people do all sorts of things with that. See people like take pictures of their faces, and I've seen people like take pictures of their feet, and I've seen people, you know, those ones where you can get what was it called? Take pictures of faces and it'll auto-generate a face for the character. I've seen people do that with things like cats and with babies, and the baby ones are fucking terrifying. The cat one was actually kind of cool. Which game was that? It was, I think it was a football game. It was either a football game or it was a boxing game. Because I know that there are football games and boxing games that do it. I just can't remember which one it was specifically I was looking at. We actually have one. Fight Night Champions. I just don't have a webcam that works with the PlayStation 3, so wasn't able to do it. I had to make my own characters with the character maker. Yeah, whatever, women's. Right, where am I going again? Up to that place. Anywhere else? And to the Champion District. Yeah, Earth Angel. I remember Earth Angel. Wow, it has a 20 FPS lock on the 3DS? 20? Seriously? I mean, it didn't run that much better on the PlayStation 2. But it still wasn't locked at 20. It was around 26, I think. I could dip as low as 22 during more active sequences. We have a Vita, actually. I got one for Bunny. She quite likes it. It's a good little piece of kit, actually. Yeah, as far as it goes, it's not a bad little console. Not a bad little handheld. Well, if it's noticeably bad, I don't think it'll be 24, because 24 is about the minimum required frame rate for things to seem fluid enough that the eye can tell the difference, unless it's very, very janky frames without any sort of motion blur whatsoever. I mean, with good motion blur, you can get as low as like 12 and still have things be playable, easily manageable. I mean, I played the entirety of Crisis on a frame rate of about 12, but the motion blur was so well implemented in that it felt like it was about 3 times that. I suppose most people are also a lot more forgiving of Crisis because nobody played it higher than about 12 frames at once. That game was horrendously optimized. I mean, some people still struggle to get it up above 30 at this point. It's that poorly optimized, and we have more than enough power for it. I mean, I can play it at like pretty much any frame rate I want at 4K. Oh, is he doing a survey? Oh, he's an activist. What's he gonna be? Kamurocho Forestry. There aren't any forests in Kamurocho. Or are they talking about vaginas? Okay, no, they're definitely not talking about women shaving their vaginas. Well, pubic hair. Yeah, that's not how it works, dude. Yeah, signature for what? Yeah, signature for what? Are you advocating for us to?
Yeah.
Are you advocating for there to be trees in Kamurocho? If that's what you mean, then. But there aren't any trees in Kamurocho. Not in this part, anyway. Even in the park, they're pretty much gone. Especially now that Beijima is building stuff there. Yeah, the Vita's a really good little console. In a way, the fact that it wasn't supported very well was one of the best things that happened to it, because it let a bunch of people that otherwise probably wouldn't have made anything for it because they couldn't have afforded to get the dev kits and stuff. It allowed a lot of them to really prosper there. There's still stuff being produced for it now. Kind of. PSP is pretty cool. PSP has some decent games. What's its face is on the PSP. What does this guy want? Portable apps. I rather enjoyed that. The biggest problem the PSP has is the lack of a second analog stick. Thankfully the Vita fixed that. What else do I have on the PSP that I like? Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. That was good. I mean, it's Final Fantasy Tactics, so you can't really go wrong. Anywhere else? No. Guess just go to Earth Angel. Fair dues. Fairy zigzags. How much? God damn it. Oh, is it? No. Oh? Oh, is that gonna be... Yeah, what's this all about? Is that gonna be the petition I just signed? Or will that be to do... Which loan? Yeah. Is this the petition I just signed, or the guy that I bought the stocks for? I'm guessing this is to do with the petition, because you signed my petition. Okay. You do realise that Kiryu literally makes a living by punching people in the face. Yeah? Alright. Just throwing it out as a possibility. Look into... Yeah, it's the Kamurocho Forestry Association. Look into it. How? Do I have a... Can I turn back and talk to that dude? Is he still there, or is he gone? Oh. Okay. Just run around in circles. No. That was... Yeesh. Kenya? Kenya got scammed. Oh, gotcha. That'll be the same people's. It's an oddly specific amount, that 580,000. I'm guessing that the ones running the scam, they need that amount of money for something. They owe money, you know. Kiryu's just gonna be like, yeah, toes. That's totally, yeah, you know, I'd never do anything like that. I can, no, I'm right there with you, Yuya. This has to be done. I really need to get a keyboard for when I'm doing streaming and recording and stuff. Because typing these out with a shit sniff. It's kind of shitty on the sniff. You know what I mean? Ish. I know what I mean. Actually, do I know what I mean? I don't know if I know what I mean anymore. I think I know what I mean, but maybe I don't know what I mean. It's a conspiracy. I'll play Bloodborne someday. You know, I haven't actually played any of the Souls-like games. Like, at all. I really should. I think I'm going to start with Demon Souls. I will do that eventually. The servers have been shut down now, haven't they? So, they'll be all on me Todd. I'm sure somebody will have found some way of setting up like private servers or something. But, I think I'd prefer playing it with the servers offline anyway. I know that what people are like, and somebody would turn up and like stab me in the face. I'm that sort of person that just seems to attract douche mangles like that. Alright, where is it I want to go? Should be to go, maybe Moritano. Oh, to the Theatre Square then. Right, no, I'll go to get some din-dins first. Where should I go, actually? Should I go to Sushi Zanmei? Fuji Soba? Let's go to Sushi Zanmei. See what they have. See if they have din-dins. Oh, is this going to be from Grandma? It is! It is! Oh, Spicy Young Hatties. I know where the parking lot is. Yep, Shichifuku. I'm gonna go hang out with Grandma. Pretty sure she's from Osaka. And she's pretty badass. Right, I'll just eat everything from here. Din-dins. Pretty decent spread of din-dins as well. What about the Surge? A lot of people seem to like that as well. To be honest, that one actually interests me more, because I tend to be more into sci-fi than fantasy, for the setting at least. But I get the feeling that I'm probably going to like Dark Souls Demon Souls gameplay best of all, because it's the one that's the toughest. It doesn't shy away from being hard as balls, whereas Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 were progressively more, what's the word they use for it? The one that a lot of people see as synonymous with dumbed down. Accessible, that's the one. They made them far more accessible, and I don't have a problem with that in principle. It just depends on how it's done. A lot of games do it very poorly and they make things too easy, and they do actually dumb down. I don't think Dark Souls has actually done that, but I do think that the fact that if you build your characters in specific ways that aren't overtly stated to you, but still, you build them in specific ways, you do make the game easier. Of course, a game like that's inevitably going to have that kind of thing anyway, but I know that there's a ring or something in Dark Souls 2 that is just objectively makes you better than any other setup you can have. The idea is if people get that ring very quickly, very easily, and it makes the game easier for them so that they can play it. And I like the idea, but yeah, I also kind of like people who stick to their guns and they make a hard game hard. Shit, I meant to go to Kamiyama, didn't I? Ah, whatever, we'll go to Earth Angel first. Since we're here now. Was that dude just randomly screaming? Or more accurately, was that a dude just randomly screaming? Let's see if we can get into a fight in this little alleyway here. Come on, fight me. You wanna fight? Fight me. Bitches. Get punched in the butt. Of the face. The butt of the face. Yeesh. Get punched in your face's butt. Or your butt's face? Which would it be? Your face's butt or your butt's face? Which one sounds better to you? I like the sound of turkeys. I have no idea what that means. It was just... yeah. Fuck's sake. Every time we go in somewhere she does that. It's like I start moving and she walked into me. Oh, silly women's. Now streamlining is fine. Streamlining is different. Oh.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't know, how would you describe the difference between making a game more accessible and a game more streamlined? Because there is a lot of crossover between the two.
Yeah.
But I think accessibility is a bit broader. It's because obviously it's about making a game more accessible. It's about opening it up to be playable by more people, whereas streamlining would be more like removing bugs, removing bits that don't work properly, or fixing them so that they do. I think a good example of streamlining would be the difference between Shenmue and Shenmue 2. Particularly things like having to look at stuff by zooming in on it. They gave you the two interact buttons so that you didn't have to zoom in. Zooming just gave you the ability to take a bit more control over it. Oh.
Nani?
So... huh. I've never seen an Okama, so yeah. Wait. But you've been there for more than a year and they talked like Okana had just gone missing recently. Yeah, that was... yeah, I'm sure she was the mama there. Or he was the mama in Kiwami as well. Oh, hello. What do they want? Just answer it already. Took you long enough. Hey, bitches. Oh, that's the, right, that's the dude we were talking to earlier, wasn't it?
Nani?
Yeah. The one who just randomly butted into that conversation I was having with Yuya. Yuya will be fine, he's a tough son bitch. He can punch them all in the face, and... where did Siam... where the fuck, women's? You're a women's! Being a women's! Women's-ing around. It's like magical disappearing women's. Anyway, I don't know how long he can hold on. He's really going to struggle to keep them at bay on his own, so I'm just going to wander off over here and go see Granny. Granny White, where are you, women's? Granny White, there she is. What's up, women's? You're going to get beaten up by more Chinese dudes. Well, you're going to have more Chinese dudes attack you. Why are they Chinese? Is she actually Chinese?
Oh.
But she's like naturalized Japanese. Are we gonna find out what her deal is? So you want to go to the host club that building you were stood right next to when we first met. So you came all the way to the other side of the city so that you could go back there. Right. Yeah, I don't have a physical copy of Demon's Souls either. I don't remember how, but I got the digital version of it for free on the PlayStation 3. I really can't remember how, but I have it I have it digitally anyway. I remember when I got it, I couldn't download it because it was more than 40 gigabytes, and I only had a 40 gigabyte HDD, which came to about 37 after formatting and stuff. And the way that the PlayStation 3 works is you need twice the amount of space that you actually need to install a game, because it downloads it as a file, then unpacks it.
Good.
Yeah, it made it difficult when I was installing things at some point, because I had to start with the biggest ones first. I put a 500 gig one in there now, so I have plenty of space. I've used about 130 of it, I think. Look at the granny. Granny is badass. Oh yeah, get a load of this. Speaking of the granny, we have a combo thing. It's like, oh, the fuck? What does she have steroids in her denture paste or something? Fucking badass. Oh, women's is amazing. And yeah, she's definitely doing a Chinese style. Although they look kind of possibly Korean. I'm pretty sure the first... Yeah, Yanlong is definitely a Chinese name, not Korean. As far as getting Demon's Souls physically in the UK, we have a shop called CEX. They do our version of GameStop, I suppose. They sell it for about £8. I actually have 2 PlayStation 3s. I originally got the 40 gig model, which is just one of the standard big fat ones. But I also managed to track down one of the 60 gigs, which was the backwards compatible one. The one that had the extra flip up bit with the card readers and 4 USB ports instead of 2. That's broken though. I keep meaning to get it fixed, but the backwards compatibility isn't that big a deal for me, because we have two? Yeah, we have 2 PlayStation 2s, one British and one American. So the main reason I got it is because of the card reader and the extra USB ports. Huh. She's like, bye bitch. She already told you she's going to the host club. Stardust. Wait. You know how to get to Stardust, but you get lost going around the place? From what I played of it, I didn't play many PlayStation 2 games, but they seem to work perfectly fine. I did try playing Ghost in the Shell, the PlayStation 2 game, on the PlayStation 3, and you couldn't get past the first screen because a thingy bob. There was a gate that wouldn't open, at least not at the time. I do know it had been patched since then. This was years ago now, but everything else seemed to work perfectly fine. Wait, we've gone past it. Fuck. Silly women's. But the best way to get emulation on the PlayStation 3 was just to buy those PlayStation 2 titles from the PSN, the ones that were made specifically to be played on the PlayStation 3. Shockingly enough, those ones work better than just standard emulation. Oh. Actually take both of them off. I'll have the garlic, I'll have the tripe, and I'll have the spicy beef soup. There we go. Gin. What they really should have done is just what sensible people do and just put a physical PlayStation 2 inside the PlayStation 3. Would have worked a lot better. But I suppose that would have made more things that could go wrong. PS1 emulation on the PlayStation 3 works perfectly. No complaints at all. Everything works exactly as you'd want it to. That is actual emulation. I haven't had a single problem with any of those games. In fact, they often run better because they have more resources available to make them work. Beach. Yeah, you do that, bitches. You didn't even have a chance to move. I think I might go do one of the bouncer missions. I'm not sure. Do I need to pee yet? I do not. I'm only at 1200 points. I'm going to Theatre Square regardless for 2 of my missions. So maybe I'll do one of the bouncer missions whilst I'm there. Maybe. What are you? Stabbing me in the nose. Don't stab me in the nose, stab me in the balls instead. What's my obsession with balls at the moment? Ow! Stabbing me in the fish waggle. Fish waggle, fishy, fish, waggle, fish, waggle, my fish, the fish. Yeah, I'll do the next part of the Granny White mission first. I wonder why white. Granny White though. It's not, it's basically a giant H. Oh, women's. Because you ran off because I asked if you were part of the mafia. Oh, women's. You are women's. Yeah, tell me the truth. Tell me what's going on. Wait, Yuya's one of the chief hosts? I thought he was the manager. He looks like a fucking toad. Oh. Yeah, blackmail that granny. Nope. Said yourself told, women's. Alright, fair enough. Oh, is that Yang Long? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I gotta give Microsoft that. They've been really good this generation. They're putting a lot of effort in. They're the ones that are actually putting the effort into backwards compatibility. They're doing crossplay. The one thing I was really impressed with them about is if you buy a game on the Xbox One, you get the PC version of it for free. That was a really good, amazingly good choice by them. I mean, it's all on fucking Universal Windows platform, which is one of the biggest piles of wank that's ever come out of my ass. But still, yeah, when the Western company is acting more Japanese than you are, Sony, maybe you should think that you're doing things a little bit wrong. They're acting really Western these days. They're really trying to just screw over everybody, and I don't get it. They used to be a really consumer-oriented company, but now they seem to have taken a page out of EA's book and just want to fleece them for all they're worth. they seem to have missed the point that people gave them money in the past because they are offering something that people wanted to give them money. There were the products they actually wanted to buy. Now they're trying to like cajole it and extort it out of people. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. The fight leading up to him was such a fucking grind, but the fight with him was actually kind of cool. It was that fight where you actually fought against him was where the game finally turned around and became playable again. Ah, that's why she's Granny White. Speaking of companies doing shitty things, really not liking the way Nintendo have been going lately. They still have a lot of goodwill built up for things they've done in the past, but they are really starting to turn into a shitty company. And I mean things like the way they treat streamers, I completely understand the point they're making. I can even sympathise with their desires, but they're not being consumer friendly with it. It's as simple as that. They're not being a consumer friendly company. There are better ways of doing it. Yeah, pretty much. That's right where I stand as well. Having said that, the console itself, the PlayStation 4, actually is the first Sony console since the PlayStation 2 that I've actually wanted, because I thought there'd be something on there that I'd be interested in. A hell of a lot. The sole reason I got a PlayStation 3 was for The Last Guardian, which was not fucking released on it. The reason I got a PlayStation Portable is because I had some spare cash at one point. I thought, fuck it, why not? The Vita I got for Bunny. So, yeah, the PlayStation 4 was the first one I actively wanted to buy since the PlayStation 2, so... I have no interest in the Xbox, but I do think Microsoft are doing well as a company at the moment. They still haven't really done everything they've said they're going to do for the PC, but for once they haven't tried to actively screw us over. They do also finally seem to be learning that UWP just isn't taking off and isn't any good. We got Quantum Break on Steam, although I was really fucking wound up that we only got the DX9 version. Fucking DX9? In this day and age? Seriously? And we got Recall recently as well, which I know wasn't very good, but still, it was one that they pointed out as that they were yeah, I completely agree with that. Although I don't think Nintendo are as bad as Disney. They're very protective of their brand, but they're not like obsessively so. Because I mean, Nintendo will actually allow things like Bayonetta, which is I think it's M-rated. I think that got an M rating, and they published that. Whereas Disney would never do something like that. They do. Disney, the umbrella company, do put out M-rated films, but they always make sure that it's under a different name, so it's not Disney. It's like Miramax or whatever it is. I think Nintendo's biggest problem is they are very corporate, yeah, but their approach to being corporate is from the human perspective. They're just behind the times. They have they're very up to date with social trends as far as what people want from their products. They just haven't caught up with the times as far as what people want from their advertising about their public image. And I think they will. One thing I will always respect Nintendo for, though, is when the Wii U was failing, and their profits massively underperformed. Every single person in the company took a pay cut, not just the rank and file. They didn't fire people. Everybody took a pay cut so that they could stay in the black. Gotta respect them for that. You know, it's not just a case of the higher ups there being, we need to save money. It's like, here, I'll not take my 2 million yen bonus this year. Having said that, they're still making errors in the way they go about things that are making it more and more difficult to justify liking them. So I'll figure, if they carry on the way they're going, what I'll do is I'll just say they used to be a great company, but not anymore. Yeah, fanboys are fanboys. Doesn't matter which company they assign themselves to. The ones that bother me the most are Sony fans because they're so vocal and so in your face about it. But I do think that Nintendo fans are I don't want to say worse as such, but they're more what's the word I'm looking for? More frustrating to deal with because they're more pig-headed about it. They're more stubborn, and they have a lot to fall back on to point to as like, this is like Nintendo have done all these great things, therefore they're a great company. Kind of like what I was saying. And I can understand the point because I do to an extent agree with that. They've done a lot of great things in the past, so they do have a lot of built up goodwill. It's just Nintendo's fan base take that built up goodwill and apply it to the way they are now instead of accepting the fact that the things they're doing now just aren't as good. It's also that whole double standard thing. It's like it's only wrong when they do it. Right, just give me a minute, mate. I'm just going to nip downstairs. I want to get some bread and a few bits and pieces. I will be right back. Be about 2 minutes. I mean, I'm literally going to the shop directly below me. So, yeah. I return. Yeah, continuing what I was saying. If you are still there, I'll check in a second. Yeah, carrying on from what I was saying earlier. Biggest reason I think that the Sony fans bother me the most is how obnoxious they are. But there's also the fact that they take any criticism you make, you're an Xbox. You're only doing it because you want the Xbox to succeed and you want Sony to fail. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you've done, it's because you're an Xbox. Stuff like that winds me up. They can't accept that people outside are criticising them just because they've done shitty things. Or even, as happens, people on the inside are criticising them because they want the company to be better. I mean, look at franchises like Star Wars and Star Trek. The most criticism they get is from their fans, because the fans are so deeply invested in the franchise. They want it to be better. That's why the response we've had to criticisms of The Last Jedi really wind me up. You're just doing it because you hate women. It's like, no, they're doing it because they love Star Wars. Whether you agree with that they should or not, whether you think it's supposed to be for kids or not, is irrelevant. It's coming from a place of very passionate people being very passionate about something that's very important to them. The Sony Defense Force is all about, you're criticising Sony, therefore you're an Xbox. Also, we have a Bibi. I see a Bibi. Being a Bibi, she's like, what's even going on? Why do mum size exist? Right, what's this about the black market? Foreign mafia members in the alleyways behind Serenade Cafe Alps. Just have to punch people until they fall over. Hey, the Zomzoms. Are you joining the stream, Zoms? Yeah. Are you saying like, I'll beat up all those Yakuza bitches. I'll teach them all that they're bitches. And that will make me win in a fight against the bitches. They'll just be like, totally bitches. And then they'll all be bitches. That's right. Tell them, I'm sorry. Tell them they're all bitches. Oh wait, you don't need to tell them they're all bitches. Because they already know they're bitches. Because I exist. And by existing, I make people bitches. Yep, that's my zombie. What do you kick mopeds at me, you quack? You're a quack. Joy. Get punched. What the hell? You just went flying randomly. Oh. Well, that works too. Hoggy dogs. What's in this? Bitch. Gun. Alright, fine, whatever. I'll use it to shoot down the fence. Punch. Okay, maybe not then. Break! God damn it. Come here. Oh, wasn't the move I thought it would be. Well, it worked. Fucking hell. I'm not exactly struggling anymore. I'm at maximum stats, so most people should be a breeze. I'll do against Amon. I gather you have to fight more than one Amon in this one as well. They said that there are 4 quests in a row that are all about Amon, so it's quite try and try both of them though? Not just Joe and Show. Oh, there's a grenade there. Oh, it's a cat. Here, have this. Yeah, sounds good to me. Which version of Bloodborne did I get? I think I got the collector's edition. I got some fancy edition or other anyway. Is that from GameStop? Huh. A little bit, punch him a bit. Oh, wait, so... Wait, there's a... Wait, I have to go between the buildings? Oh, yeah, it did say behind the back of Cafe Alps and Seven up. I suppose that makes sense. Amazon. Yeah. I do like me some Amazon. When I first got my PlayStation 4, all that money that came through and I got it all and stuff, I got a year of Amazon Prime, so I thought, fuck it, I have the money. And I've stuck with it ever since. It's going on like 2.5 years now. That being able to get unlimited next day free delivery, no matter the order, is really nice. Especially since I don't use it massively, but I do buy the odd thing here and there. And it's like, usually you have to pay £20. You have to make an order of £20 or more before you get free delivery on an Amazon order. But with Prime, it doesn't matter what you get. You could spend like 50p, and the order would still be free delivery. And that I love, because it's like, you know, say you want to buy a DVD, it's like £3. You'd pay like £7 delivery, or for £7 a month, £8 a month, you could buy that DVD and have it delivered the next day, no less, and just at the price of the DVD. So if you order, I worked it out, if you order at least 2 things a month from Amazon, you've already saved money.
Are we ordering 2 things a month?
Yeah, pretty consistently.
Oh, okay.
Some months more than others.
What are we talking to?
It's Devin. Hey, baby girl. Go away. Go away. Fucking women's. Don't have your sprint button be the same as your interact button. Just don't. Yeah. Oh, game. You are game. Let's nom-noms all this nom-noms. Yeah, they're basically what's-its, but circular. And they're 2 for £1, so I thought, why not? How is Resident Evil 7? I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. What I've seen of it, it looks pretty decent overall. The complaints I've heard, though, that have actually registered with me are complaints that I know will bug me. It's like there's a bit where you have a boss fight with that dude and he climbs into a car at some point. He becomes invincible then until he actually gets into the car and does whatever he's going to do, or something like that. Zoms, what are you doing? And I don't like that kind of thing, because you end up wasting a lot of your resources, and in a game like Resident Evil where resource management is a massive part of the game, you know, losing just a little bit of it like that can be a big deal. And yes, it's just after 7 AM. I've been sleeping odd times, so I've been waking up at around 2 in the morning, and Nozomi typically wakes up at about 7 AM every day, so that's quite common for her to be up now. Isn't it, baby girl? What's that you got there? Oh, no, I don't want to go that, please. I don't want you eating paper. You can choke on it. Don't eat paper, baby. Don't eat the baby. Don't eat babies. Babies are not for the eating of babiness. No, baby girl. No, baby girl. I'm probably going to have to call it shortly since my zombie bit's here. Because otherwise she's going to like try and grab everything. Yeah, yeah, baby girl. In disguise as a baby. The one who is a baby. Are they going to come in here and try and get me, or...? No. Yeah, I don't see why not. How big are they? Yeah. Are they as soft as Watsits? Or are they a little bit more chewy, or what?
They're a bit harder.
You should be alright. I wonder if her top teeth have come through anymore.
Well, there's less than
Teethy baby.
she bit you last night.
What, food?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
She hasn't done that in a while though.
She's a baby. Yeah, let's stab the shit out of this guy. Yeah. Bitch. Stab you in the bitch. Stab the bitches. Stab the bitches. Stab the bitches today. Let's stab the bitches. Stab all the bitches. Because they are bitches and they have been stabbed. Stab the bitches today. Are you? Get dead when I kill you. Thank you. Ow! Come here. I'll murder you in the sniff. I want to go with the dude with the gun. No, I wasn't the dude with the gun. Who's that? Bitches. That's the dude with the gun. Come here. You, in fact. I'm gonna eat action here. God damn it, turn around. Yeah, to be honest, most Resident Evil games drag a little bit at the beginning whilst they're setting everything up. So, for God's sake, that's not that big of a complaint, but... I think Zero's still my favourite, to be perfectly honest. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I really like Resident Evil Zero. The fact that you can play as Rebecca is definitely part of that. She's one of my preferred characters. I don't know. It's either Zero or Veronica. Still haven't quite decided. I do like those two, both of those two, a hell of a lot. Never understood why people rave about Resident Evil 5 so much. I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong. It's just people talk like it's the best thing ever made, and like, not Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 4. I don't understand why people go so bananas over that. Why they talk about how revolutionary it was. Like, influential, sure, a lot of people copied it, but the actual mechanics it had didn't really do anything especially new. One thing it did do, I'll give it this, is it brought together a lot of different ideas that worked okay in other areas, put them all together and made them all work perfectly together. That's worthy of praise, absolutely. But, yeah, don't really see much else of significance. It definitely reinvented the franchise, and again, from that perspective, got to give it that. It managed to successfully take the franchise in a new direction while staying true to what made it Resident Evil in the first place. I don't know, maybe I'm just a contrarian. I often think I am actually just a contrarian about a lot of things. I always seem to hold opinions counter to established wisdom. I don't do it intentionally, I don't do it because I think I'm better than everybody else and that I understand things that they don't. And I'm not of the mind to tell people that they can't enjoy something that I don't, or that they must enjoy something that I do. You know? I don't know.
They're less flavorful than cheese, was it?
What's it?
And cheesy poofs.
Yeah, I want cheese puffs. Baby's like, I want cheesy puffs. I want to be a num-num baby. That is numbing all the other babies. Mum's like, can I numb all the babies? Can I eat the babies? Can I be like recidivist and eat babies for a living? But I'm a baby, so the only thing I do is like amazing the baby life. Isn't that right, my son?
I wonder, has a baby ever been to jail for like committing a crime, like someone under a year old?
No.
Like,
There have been babies born in prison.
Yeah.
So, but that's about the closest that I think it was. I mean, you need to be. Well, you think about it. We don't send people to prison until they're over the age of 18 because they're not considered adults. We have juvie for younger than that.
Would a baby go to juvie, like if they're under a year old?
No, because then they're simply not psychologically developed. Their brain has not developed enough for them to understand what they're doing. You need to be like, I don't think you can even go to juvie until you're like a teenager. That's why the Jamie Bulger thing was such a big deal over here. It's like, what do we do with them? They're not only too young for prison, but they're too young to go to a juvenile correctional facility. They had to do a lot of soul searching and get a lot of expert opinion to decide whether they could be prosecuted. Never mind what had happened to them afterwards. So.
They could in some places where you can actually not be
Yeah, but even so, they were 9. So, like, 9 or 10. Still, they were very, very young. That's the point I'm getting at. And people just didn't know what we should do with them. Yeah, I think they were Liverpool. The 2 kids that killed Bulger, I think they were from Liverpool. I know that one of them has repeatedly gone back to prison now on child pornography charges. The other one seems to have dropped off the map, which makes me wonder the one that's still going back to prison now, was he like manipulating the other one into it? Was he the ringleader? Because that often happens in situations like that where you get people that do things. There's one of them that sort of eggs the others on.
Evil, little 10-year-old.
I wouldn't go so far as saying evil, but there was definitely something wrong with the kid. No two ways about it. There was something seriously wrong with that kid. But yeah, I think they were from Liverpool. The reason he's asking is his dad's from Liverpool. And he is the pigeon man of Liverpool.
No. I don't know too much. I know a little bit. I know.
You know pretty much what I told you.
I know the details of what they did to the little boy, the toddler actually.
Yeah, he was 2, I think. Very, very young baby. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, you. Smiling baby. Smiling baby. We're here talking about dead babies, and she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I want to kill all the other babies and then eat them because I'm a baby.
Well, if you ever really do want to do that, baby girl, you need to go to therapy.
Yeah. My love, my baby, I will still love you if you're a murderer, but if I find out, I will drag you down to the fucking police station myself. Not because I'm going to disown you, but because I love you, and you should take accountability for the things you do.
I'm not doing anyone else.
Yes. You should take responsibility for decisions you make, actions you take. So, if you ever kill somebody, I'm taking you to the police station. She's like, whatever, bitch.
And if you ever show signs before that, you're going to therapy.
She sounds interested. She sounds pretty keen on that. She's like, yeah, that's exactly where I wanted to be, Dad. I want to be a murder baby. I want to murder everybody in existence, because I'm a baby. I'm a murdering baby.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Yes. Right. Which one am I asking him about? I forget. Yeah, I can see that. Nozomi, are you the origami killer?
Origami killer?
She's just smiling at me. Yep, confirmed. Nozomi is the origami killer. Yeah, Heavy Rain?
Origami.
Yeah. Devin's been streaming it with a friend of his who's been trying to figure out who the origami killer is, so it's sort of become a running joke at this point that everybody's the origami killer.
Oh, he doesn't
YouTube
know?
is the origami killer. David Cage is the origami killer. Our cat is the origami killer. Now Nozomi is the origami killer. The one thing we know for certain, though, is that the one person we know who isn't the origami killer is the origami killer. Couldn't possibly be him.
Wait, does he not know?
No. He's never played it.
Oh, okay.
Devin does, but his mate doesn't.
Oh, okay.
He'll be finding out soon.
It's Nozomi.
Yes.
Nozomi just gonna show up in the game. Like,
Also, I came up with the absolute most genius thing of all geniusness.
what?
This whilst during the latest stream. What they really need to do is the writer of Heavy Rain, David Cage, needs to do a crossover with David Breen.
Who's David Breen?
He's the one. Do you remember those films that the Cinema Snob reviewed? The one where he was like a Jesus from space, and the other one where he lived off the grid and he had all the different laptops and he sort of had robotic bits on him and was Jesus. Him. David Cage and David Breen. Get those two together and get every character in that film played by Nicolas Cage, and it will be the greatest piece of art that will ever exist. In fact, it will be so good that it can't exist. It will shatter the entire fabric of reality. Nozomi's getting really into it. She knows where it's all at, don't you, baby girl? You know what this is all about.
Yeah.
Yes.
That smile. That beautiful smile.
Oh, the modelling studio where
I
I
don't
did the
really
graph
like
photo shoots.
the golden balls, but Nozomi seems to.
Yes. Crossing the David streams. It's a Ghostbusters reference. Yeah, speaking of the Grav women's, I've done all the photo shoots now.
Grav. What does Grav mean?
Grava. I think it's pronounced Grava, but whatever. It means intimate, semi-explicit photos. There's not an exact translation. It's a Japanese word that means something very specific in Japanese. But basically, a grava shoot is when you get somebody in like intimate clothing, but not naked.
Okay.
So like they'll be in a bikini, or they'll be in like, one of them in a button outfit, one in a Santa outfit. Suggestive as opposed to pornographic. Quite common in Japan, actually, that stuff.
Becky Cruel, the women's that I watch on YouTube, she said she was invited to Japan when she was 12, 13, 14, some shit like that, and she didn't really, she was offered to do like really suggestive videos and photos, but not for pornographic, but really, really suggestive.
Grava them.
Yeah. So, I think that's a little inappropriate.
The fuck?
For 12-year-olds to do that.
Yeah, I agree, but Japan's weird. How the fuck can you see where you're going over those things?
What are
Why do they have like giant giraffe necks on the front of the multi-cycles?
Well, he's
not on his own. I'm here. Hey bitches.
How come women's doesn't fight with you?
She does.
Shows how much I've been paying attention.
She just doesn't do it during story sections. She did when we were on the street. She won't do now because this is a story section.
But
Yuya should do. Black Thunder. Oh, here we go. I thought it'd be something different. Yeah, there's like 3 different characters now I'm seeing with that same that same joint. Heat action. I mean, it's a good one and all, but it's never going to be as good as when Granny White did it, because it's like a 60-year-old woman picking a dude up. It's like maybe even older. Kenbo. Bish. Oh, that was hard. Oh, speaking of Nozomi and getting these things as well, one the thing she's getting good at is actually getting them out of her bag.
Yeah. Sometimes she just pours them out and rolls all over them.
Yuya!
Ew.
Not bad, actually. Why is it white if he's part of the Black Thunder?
I don't know. To stand out above the crowd, even if I...
Wait, guys, we just beat the crap out of these guys. Why are we beating the crap out of them again? I mean, I'm not complaining because, you know, beating the crap out of them and stuff, but shouldn't they be like ugh, at this stage? Also, that's a really nice coat. I want one. Nozomi's like, yeah, these bitches are like bitches, man. They need to be more like bitches or some shit. Like they're some kind of bitches.
Anyway, last night, it turned out what made Nozomi finally go to sleep was me putting her back in her cot.
Oh no, she can't open the bag. She can just get, she can reach inside and get the crisp out of it.
Put them in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, actually, she probably could open the bag if you left her alone with it. I haven't tried that. She knows how to rip things, that's for sure. Hey, baby girl. Hey, you baby. Yeah. Happy baby.
This is my baby. Ooh, took like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to go back to sleep last night.
Alright, mate. Peace out.
After waking up at 2 a.m. Bye.
Yeah, she did. Have fun. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. And if you do, take pictures.
Kiryu-san.
A friend in need's a friend indeed. A friend with bitches is better. Yes.
Hi.
Mama-san. How much do you know about Okamas?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing. I just heard that word for the first time now.
Oh, no. No, you definitely not the first time you've heard it. There was an episode of Gintama that had some Okamas in it.
What's an okama?
Men that dress up as women and act like hostesses, basically. That's
So,
I
like,
think that's why I
right?
was asking. I don't know. Sort of. I don't know. That's why I was asking if you knew anything more about it. I'm only going off what I've pieced together from this game and Gintama.
Seems like the Japanese drag queens.
Seems that way. But unlike the British drag queens, they don't make themselves look female, they just dress up as females.
Wait.
They're still clearly male.
British drag queens make them look female?
Some of them do.
Okay.
They try and make themselves look like a sort of a balance somewhere between the two, whereas the Okama seem to be about, it's literally just a man in a dress. No hiding the fact that they're men. They act like women. They dress like women, but they're still clearly men that will often have beards and things. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it there for now since Nozomi's up and stuffs. Pick it back up in a little bit. Short stream, but at least I got my voice back. So yes.
Yes.
Baby's like, din-dins.
I think she's happy that you got your voice back.